Wes Walls is going to start this. They swing it around. 14 on the shot clock for the Indians. Ball deflected. Schneider picks it up. 7 on the shot clock. Pull up and off the glass and in beautifully was Ethan Stecker. Ethan has 5. 16-12. Both teams trying to figure each other out. Rock Valley's going to find out. Better bring your lunch bucket when the Stecker boys get in that lane. 7 seconds to go. And Shepard needs to look for his shot. They go to Den Hartong. His 3 is off the glass and in. Why not? Makes it 16-15. Colby called that, and we're going to go to the second quarter. 16-15 is your score. Spirit Lake and Rock Valley, we're expecting a very good basketball game between these two teams.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Tonight's game is brought to you by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Both teams trying to probe each other out here, Rob, and 16-15 at the end of one.
Yeah, that first quarter flew by here, and great action on both ends. Great game so far for both these teams.
Schnutter again tries to come inside, can't hit it. Walls, who had 8 points in the first quarter, gets the ball to Bennett Stecker, who goes into no man's land, and that's usually not a good place to go. And Bodie Weber, sophomore, comes up with it. And the Rockets will look around. Von Scheppen hit 1-3 early. Then Hartong, baseline drive. Wide open was Brenneman, the sophomore. Ball kicked out of bounds. Good help side defense by Coach Paul Brown and his Indians. Off to a good start. They got a tough little stretch coming up, too, of games as they prepare for the tournament. We got a hold underneath. They're going to get J.D. Schneider. J.D. was watching a little too much football over the weekend and grabbed a hold of him. Wish the Vikings line would have grabbed a hold of those Rams a little bit more.
A tough game for the Vikes last night. Oh,
boy. 9 sacks. At least try to hold. 16, see if they call it. 16-15 your score here. Long 3, and that one's good. Caden Von Scheppen hits another 3-pointer, as we said. Outstanding 3-point shooter. That's 25. Wes Walls goes in, trying to force contact. Looking for it. We like to see Wes do that, and Caden Lunt, ever present, saw that one, saved it inbounds, has the ball in the corner, goes into Dylan Stecker. Dylan puts it on the floor, and the Rockets are ready for that. They are in the lane, protecting that lane. I think the Rockets are going to say, go ahead and lift it from the outside. We're going to protect the lane. And Dylan put the ball on the floor, and ball go over as Coach Brown is saying we're going to go with thumbs up. We'll see what that is. Little post exchange by the Stecker boys. Somebody up by the rim. Well, they step out, and Dylan gives it Schneider to Caden Lunt. Off to Wesley Walls, and Wesley wanted to turn and looking inside of the post. Couldn't hold the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, he kind of made the move before he caught the basketball, which we see fairly often in high school sports.
Well, the three-pointer he missed, the pass was low and outside, took his rhythm off. That one was pretty good, but he was looking to pass that time. 18-16 is your score. 9 points by Van Schuffen, and that's kept him in the game. Screening away from the ball are the Rockets. 5 on the shot clock. They're going to have to put it up. They patiently get it in there. Ball off, no good on the pick and roll. Here comes the Indians. Lob pass up ahead to Ethan Stecker. They're going to call a foul.
And Ethan Stecker might have got away with a little bit of push in the back when he went up and received that pass. He's used to doing that in the football field, going up and receiving passes from Caden Lunt.
They are physical and they play hard. Well, another turnover. Then Hartong drives, going to hand it off, and Chip goes with his left hand, can't hit, and the 2-on-1 break is, but they still have the ball, dribble down, and saving that. A little crazy here now. Kobe Den Hartong, and he's going to call a foul on Wesley Walls. As play has gotten a little sloppy.
Little scramble on both ends, and then the attempted save, and it ends up back with Rock Valley, and then a little scramble on the other side.
Snutjerd comes back in for the Rockets. Remember, you can watch all the games on Metro Sports on demand, anytime, any place. Try to set things up as Bodie Weber. As the Rockets got a new shot clock. Long three put up, off no good by Den Hartong. Rebound hit up by Schnutter, the sophomore, and he's very active at 6'2", but he has a little spring in his step and got up there rim level that time, and he'll go to the line. 47% free throw shooter is the lefty. Sidewinds that one in. Little side spin. Might be a little too much thumb action when you see that, don't you, Rob? Maybe that's why he's 47%.
Who was that? Jamal Wilkes? That little twist of the ball.
That was a lot of wrist. Probably had a good curveball. Keith Wilkes, as I remember him as, knocks in the next one. Boy, you talk about a guy that won a lot of championships, UCLA, Golden State, Lakers. 20-16. Some guys are just born to win. Wes Walls is harassed into a turnover right there, and
what a smart play there by Ethan
Stecker.
Stecker. Yeah, he came over and just tied him up and hung on for dear life.
They are a treat to watch play, aren't they? Whether it was the football field or...
Yeah, can you imagine watching these kids, those Stecker boys, since they were about 5 years old?
I don't know. I feel sorry for Bennett. I wonder if he was on the back end of some of those living room, backyard brawls. In short corner come the Rockets. Now they get to the corner. Cross-face pass. He gets away with that one. And then Hartong will start it over. 10 on the shot clock. Swing it out, long three, and that one's good. Lane Van Kekkerex knocks that one in. His 11th three-pointer of the season, and it's the biggest lead of the night for the Rockets, leading 23-16, as their defense has given Spirit Lake a tough time, as they are all 5 players were packed into the lane right there as they go to the post and foul Ethan Stecker.
I think they recognize that they once the ball gets low, they're going to have trouble stopping it once it gets down there, so they are converging rapidly.
Inbound play, turning, and there's a shot foul that time, careless foul that time by Miles Netton. You just got to go straight up when you have a double team going on. You certainly don't want to reach in, and he did.
You know, with the Stecker boys, you're going to have to go straight up, but you're going to have to elevate with them because they can jump out of the gym as well.
Yeah, and usually when you hold on to them too long, you might go for a ride. 6 points now for Ethan. going to go to Iowa State, play football. Dillon should go with him. Free throw up, and that one rolls off, no good. Rebound pulled off by Snutger. Here comes the Rockets ahead, 23-17. These two teams have played over the years, did not play last year. Game was snowed out, so they're familiar. Dribble drive in, good big rebound. Pulled down by Ethan Stecker. He got away with a double dribble. That's, the officials say no. The Rock Valley bench is saying yes, but we're going to keep going as Ethan wanted to fire that out. Lob inside, hits the backboard. Ball picked up nicely with two hands by Bodie Weber. And here comes the Rockets in a somewhat of a sloppy second quarter. Setting up, long three, that one's off, and there's a Van Keckert. Made a nice clip. Ball go back over. Do Spirit Lake, trailing 23-17. It's been a tough quarter. Only 1 point in the quarter for Spirit Lake. About a half quarter, 16-15. Bennett Stecker goes to his brother Ethan, who puts up a three, and they are just going to stay in the paint tonight. That was the game plan, and so far it's been a good one. Wesley Walls isn't going to shoot the ball. Why wouldn't you? Swing it out. Ball passed in and off, no good. As checking into the game and missing that one was Javen Van Goderheist, a junior, and he certainly would like that one back.
Yeah, like a jump ball called there. Probably a no call would have been better and let the game flow.
Yes, this game needs a little flow as Wesley Walls tries to flow Spirit Lake with a little high post action. They go a little give and go on the high-low, and it's a good one. And good call there and good execution. And going to the line will be Ethan Stecker. Ethan 2 out of 4 on free throws tonight. See if he can add to this point, and he rolls it in. Both points of the quarter have been free throws by Dylan Stecker.
Ethan Stecker.
Ethan Stecker. I'll get that right after a year and a half. The next one's up, and that one's good.
It's not like
23-19.
It's not like you haven't said both their names a number of times this year, Pat.
8 points for Ethan. Iowa State skip play, not there. And hand back to Caden Van Scheppen, who has 9 points. And he's going to be guarded by Ethan Stecker. Puts the ball on the floor. Ball stolen away by Wesley Walls. Wesley on the run out. Ball knocked away. Good hustle that time by the Rockets. Getting back and smacking that one down was Van Groothuist. He's going to step out of the game, and checking in is Cale Weber Jr. They lob it in. Dylan Stecker gets away with a walk. Falls down. Ball picked up by the Rockets, and this game is just having struggle with some flow. The Rockets spin it around, ahead by 4. And again, stolen away. Third steal of the half by Wesley Walls. Here's Ethan Stecker, changes hands, can't hit. Bennett Stecker with the rebound, out to Wesley Walls. His three is good. Third of the night for Wesley Walls. That makes it 23-22. Great rotation on that shot by West. And that was a big field goal, first one of the quarter for Spirit Lake, who now just trail by 1. Swinging around, long three put up. This one's well off, no good by Bodie Weber. And Spirit Lake now has a chance to take the lead. Ethan Stecker picks up his dribble, fires in the corner. Bennett, he can't handle the ball, and goes in with a form tackle. And that's only 14 fouls on Spirit Lake, so no one's shooting with 1:27 to go. As both teams play a little football.
Yeah, feeling a little winded, I do believe. There's a rapid pace of this game, and of course it's only a 1-point spread, so you can understand why, but everybody fighting for every possession here in the first half.
Ben Hartong with hand back. The dribble drive and not able to picking up the ball and having a good look and missing the putback. Right there was Brenneman after the reverse layup. Here's Dylan Stecker going in, ball knocked away. They're going to call a chop on Ethan Stecker, and I think the official should talk about let's call that out of bounds and let's just keep going.
Yeah, that one you probably want to just give the ball over to Rock Valley and not make a foul call. Now you got to walk all the way to the other end for free throws.
Coach Brown is saying there as he's talking to the official right there as he's saying, how about just playing it on? So to the free throw line goes Lane Van Kekerix, 82% free throw shooter. He knocks that in. Coach Brown still pleading his case over there, Rob.
I don't know if it's going to do any good this late after he already made one free throw.
103. Yeah, they rarely change calls, don't they? Second one is off, no good.
Must have worked.
Caden Lunt picks it up, and with 1 minute to go, they look to tie or take the lead. Wesley Walls has been most of the offense tonight. Got a push called that time, and we're going to have another 2 free throws there as Coach Brown's happy, but now the Rock Valley bench not so much.
Yeah, they're kind of both shoving back and forth at each other there. And of course, the second one who does it is the one who gets the foul call.
Free throw off, no good. So 1 out of 3 is Dylan Stecker from the line. 75% on the season is the big fella. Looks to cut it to 1. And that one's off, no good. So they faced a 2-3 zone the other night against Wagner that was effective. Not a zone today, but basically everybody playing in the lane somewhat looks like a zone. Long shot by Van Kekerix, no good. Rebound picked up by Wesley Walls. Wesley's going to bring it up on the dribble. Bennett Stecker dribbles in, pulls up, can't hit. Fights for his own rebound, saves it. Caden Lunt, he looks to go to the basket, pulls up. J.D. Schneider with a half hook, can't hit. Ball's simply not going in. With 14 seconds to go, here comes the Rockets with a chance to increase the 2-point lead. 5 seconds left. Drive, put up, off, no good. And that will end the half with your score. Rock Valley leads at 24-22. When we come back on Metro Sports, we'll have the halftime show brought to you by Greenberg's Jewelry. Both these teams going to go regroup. 24-22, Rock Valley leads.
When the thermometer drops or the snow falls, you better come in to Baumgars, where we've got what you need when you need it. Like batteries and booster cables, sand tubes, ice scrapers, and antifreeze to keep you mobile this winter. Baumgars is the place for ice melt and snow blowers, heated pet bowls, and keep you warm clothing, like insulated boots, gloves, coveralls, and coats of all kinds. From the Midwest to the Rockies, when the cold wind blows, Baumgars got you covered.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Welcome back. We're at halftime, 24-22. Little youth basketball going on. As one of my niece's kids out there playing. Let's see if he can keep the legacy of good Schultz guard play. Shot going up. 24-22, Rob, here at the half. Game got ragged second quarter. Neither team could put the ball in the basket. And what do the teams got to do in the second half here?
Well, I think if you're Rock Valley, you got to slow the inside game. They've done a nice job of that by packing the lane and making them kick it out. They've done a nice job after Walls hit a couple early threes. And you're just going to have to continue to do what you were doing in that first half. For Spirit Lake, I think, you've got to trust your other players is probably what I'm going to say. And they'll get it to the Stecker boys when they're open. It's just a matter of trusting your players. But the transition game of the Rockets is, once again, just about like the girls. They just go.
Rock Valley doing a nice job. Their defensive game plan was nice pass right in there by little Michael Kirshner, but ball deflected. As they've planted 5 players in the paint, and they've dared Spirit Lake to knock in 3-pointers, and only Wesley Walls has been able to answer.
Yeah, he's got his outside stroke going. He needs to continue to shoot it. He passed up on a couple opportunities, and maybe the defense had something to do with that. So maybe second half will show some more Wesley Walls outside fine performance.
The scoring in the first half, Ethan Stecker with 9 points. Wesley Walls with 11 points. They lead. They've been able to hold Dylan Stecker to just 1 point, averaging 22 on the season for Spirit Lake, but simply has not been able to get off the snide. Caden Lunt with 2 points as Wesley Walls and Ethan Stecker have led the offense. Caden Von Schuppen has led with 9 points, has led Rock Valley. 4 points for Lane Van Kekkerex. 4 points for Colby Den Hartong. 2 points for Eaton Schnutter and 2 for Bodie Weber, as they've had a problem putting the ball in the score, as both teams, Rock Valley outscored 9-6 in the difficult third quarter. What a save right there by Michael Kirchner. Yeah, might be our player of the game.
Possibly could be.
The Rock Valley girls with a big win, 75-49. They look awfully strong, and they certainly are a state contender at Class 2A. Will be them. Thank you to all of our tremendous advertisers who help us bring this game, including Central Bank, Vern ID Motor Cars, Greenberg Jewelry, Sioux City Tarps, Baumgars, Bob Rose Point After, Bodega Grill, and you're always in good hands at Allstate Insurance with Ryan Stussy. Family First Dental's 30 locations across Northwest Iowa and Northeast Nebraska, and Iowa Lakes Community College, where we'll be Saturday as Iowa Lakes takes on Iowa Western on Metro Sports TV. You want to tune into that one. Please go to all of our social media, including our Twitter, Facebook page, YouTube. Give us a like, subscribe. Always good to get those numbers up, and we really appreciate everyone tuning in this season for both football and basketball on Metro Sports TV. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. It's 24-22.
When the thermometer drops or the snow falls, you better come in to Baumgars, where we've got what you need when you need it. Like batteries and booster cables, sand tubes, ice scrapers, and antifreeze to keep you mobile this winter. Baumgars is the place for ice melt and snow blowers, heated pet bowls, and keep you warm clothing, like insulated boots, gloves, coveralls, and coats of all kinds. From the Midwest to the Rockies, when the cold wind blows, Baumgars got you covered.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
If you want it spit polished and shiny like new, take your rig to C60 Detail. Bumper to bumper, side to side, top to bottom, and in and out. C60 works on everything. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, semis, and even farm equipment. You name it, they can do it. Your satisfaction is in the details. C60 Detail, just east of Hinton on C60.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
24-22 after a thrilling hit. What a play right here by our player of the halftime game, Michael Kirshner, on our instant replay. Watch this play by Michael. So that ball is going to be going out of bounds, and Michael with a big play right there. So Michael Kirshner is our player of the game, a player of a halftime game. We're the little fellas. Fun watching them play. 24-22, we're at the half as Rock Valley leads somewhat of a sluggish half. Both teams struggled. Little different defense being played by Rock Valley, clogging up that lane, making it tough for Dylan Stecker, who only has 1 point.
Yeah, I think that a couple forces on the inside that kind of get a little bit agitated when you're a regular scorer, but I tell you what, the Rock Valley defense just converging on that lane, all 5 guys diving down every time the ball gets inside the paint, saying if you're going to score on us, it's going to be have to be from the outside. And Wesley Walls was 3 balls in there, and you just got to say, keep shooting from the outside because they're going to go.
We've said that all year. Wesley Walls, who had 11 points in the first half, thankfully, and look for him to take off. Del Rapids versus Sioux Falls Christian on our Metro Sports YouTube. Sioux Falls, that game going on. You want to watch some good basketball? That certainly is, and we're getting started right here and see if both teams can settle down and get the ball in the basket. Well, we're going to start out with a turnover as they tried to run a play, and Spirit Lake came out, and they weren't really guarding the perimeter either. So both teams daring each other to do something from the outside. Here's Caden Lunt. Dylan Stecker, Ethan Stecker on the high-low. Ball slapped away, goes out of bounds, and we'll go back that way. J.D. Schneider, Wesley Walls. So Walls, Schneider, Dylan, Ethan Stecker, and Caden Lunt will be your starting lineup for Spirit Lake. Netten, Den Hartong, Van Schapen, Van Kekerex, and Schnutgen are the starters there. Again, they go lob play to Dylan Stecker, and a lot of people in that lane, Rob.
Yeah, they clogged her once again.
Fast break, beautiful pass by Den Hartong, put in nicely by Caden Von Scheppen with the left hand. He has 11, averages 16 on the season. Caden Lunt with the basketball as the Indians try to settle down. Fell behind as many as 5. Wesley Walls for 3. That one rims out. And here come the Rockets. They look to run, and they get it down quickly, and putting up and missing the left hand right there was Layden Schnutger, the sophomore, and he had a good chance, and then the foul right there as the Indians bring it down just like that.
And the call from up here from this angle, the up official calls it, the under official doesn't. We do not like that because you can't see through the body. It would have been a tie-up call if nothing else. Tough call down there on the Rockets.
Yeah, when the official 45 feet away calls it right in front of the official that was 4 feet away, that's a problem. But Ethan Snecker knocks that one in. Stecker with 9 points on the night. Averaging 14. He's into double figures. And it's back to a 2-point game for Rock Valley. They lead it. Young Rock Valley team has play a lot of players. Probably won't go as deep in the match. Long three put up, and there we go. As finally someone knocks one in from the outside as Leighton Schnutger knocks that one in. Only his 4th three-pointer of the season would turn in, and missing that shot that time was Ethan Stecker, who slaps it because that was a good-looking turn and pivot and couldn't knock it in.
Good-looking drop step. We talked about that in the girls' game with our player of the game, Lauren Travis, right there. Stecker, a nice job with the drop step, just wouldn't go.
Foul called on the outside, and Coach Paul Brown was wondering where that one came from.
That same official was the one that was under and didn't call it on the other end. Now he moves to the top and makes that call.
All right.
Maybe they want to call the game from up here.
Okay. They go with a quick inbound, putting up a knuckleball, no good, but fighting hard was Schnutger, and couldn't put it in. Had good look. Even the tap, Caden Lunt gets away with a jump pass. Ethan Stecker swings it to Schneider. Lunt for 3. That one's out, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled out by the sophomore. Schnutger, who's very active, start the half. Dribble drive inside, point blank, can't hit, gets his own rebound. Goes up with the left hand, can't hit. That time as Cody Weber had 2 point blank shots, couldn't put either of those in. Would increase the lead.
Was constantly wanting to go with that left hand. Didn't want to use the right side of the window.
Wesley Walls sets up, lets it fly, knocks it in. The foul on the play. Wesley with 4 3-pointers, 14 points on the night. That's a big one. He is keeping them in the basketball game. Dribble drive, then Hartong throws up a knuckleball and missing point blank. All the way comes Dylan Stecker, and they're going to bail him out as bodies go flying. Both teams trying to figure out each other out here. One thing they got to figure out is Wesley Walls, you keep shooting.
Well, on the east end, Dylan Stecker totally changed that shot as a hard drive to the hole by Rock Valley, and then going the other way, the defense got too far under, and Stecker had a full head of steam there.
There's Dylan with 1 free throw tonight. Can't hit that one. Been making free throws 1 out of 5 here tonight. He has been pretty solid from the line, and he's going to go there often. It's the way he plays. Needs to find his rhythm here as Rock Valley came out with a game plan. Stop things off inside. Second one up, and that one's off, no good. Checking in is Nate Brenneman, the big 6'7" sophomore. He pulls down the rebound. Gets the ball off to Kobe Den Hartong. Kobe's gonna reset the offense. Playing catch with Cale Weber, who's checked in the game. Long three put up, and that one's good. Caden Van Schuppen hits his third three-pointer of the game. He has 14, back to a 5-point lead. Ethan Stecker is going to get a foul call that time as he got it down low and squared up with that drop step. And he's going to go to the line.
Drop step spin to the left hand there. Defensively, just got to slide down and force him back to the paint where you got your help. And I think coach of the letting him know that.
That's 6'5", 225. That's a big drop step. A lot of strength. Free throw up and good. 11 now for Ethan. That one's just a little hard, and Brenneman towers up for the rebound. Here comes the Rockets as Caden Van Schuppen is the guy they need to go. Van Kekerex also can score a little bit. He's got the ball now against Bennett Stecker, who's in. High post entry, looking for the back door. Nothing there. And they'll reset the offense. 10 on the shot clock for the Rockets. Van Kekerex is going to have to force one up. Can't hit it. Brenneman and Bennett Stecker fight for it. The ball's going to stay here for the Rockets. And they'll get a chance for an out of bounds underneath. And if I'm them, I'm setting something up for Caden Van Schuppen.
Running the old 4 across. Every coach seems like has that these days. So see how that works out.
Little post exchange. Nope, they're going to say it's going to go back the other way, so they never flipped it back after the halftime. And Coach Brown says, hey, you know what, that's our ball. There's Coach Paul Brown wanting to get a little flow here for his basketball team, as they haven't been able to do it here early.
And they're going to get together to discuss it again, apparently.
Well, in a game like this, each possession's going to matter with 3:44 to go. 32-28. These teams came in. Rock Valley averaging 50 points a game, so they're on pace. But Spirit Lake, 67 points per game, well below their average, and they're going to switch it back again. So
Spirit Lake looks like it's going to get the basketball here. Got the arrow facing to Rock Valley. I'm confused. And so are they.
There we go. Where are we at? Sergeant Bluff? That'd be the fifth time we've would be over the bench. So staying in the man-to-man defense is Rock Valley. Dylan Stecker. Here's Bennett Stecker for 3, and an out, no good. That would have been a big one for the sophomore to knock that one in. They're giving those looks. They're just packing it down low. Here come the Rockets. They won the girls' game. Van Kekerex is going to be short, no good. Battle up, ball slapped up, picked up by Wesley Walls. Wesley on the run, and this game just simply can't get any flow going.
One into the next, and the bump foul call, and there's probably a little bit too much contact there as he was running sideways trying to reach in. So
yep, in the open court, they're going to call that.
It was a decent enough call because it did affect the flow of the game as Walls was going to go hard to the rack and he couldn't get there.
So the Indians, who only scored 6 points. And there's a jump ball called that time. Coach Brown is over there pleading his case in the corner. He can't believe that one.
Well, I believe the official got the possession arrow right anyway.
Maybe not got that call right. So back the other way we go. When the ball's not going in the basket, it's very tough to officiate. Dribble drive in, and scoring that time is Caden Van Schuppen, and he is a nice looking player. He has 16 of the 34. Timeout called by Spirit Lake. Coach Brown still not real happy with that. He's going to get lost with his players, so he doesn't go talk to the official. We're going to take a break with him. It's 34-28. Rather sluggish here. Both teams battling hard.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Big play. We're back. 34-28. Both teams trying to find a little flow here. As the Indians, Wesley Walls, the game high, has 14 for Spirit Lake. Tries to get something going. Caden Lunt picked up his dribble a little early. Dylan Stecker drives inside, goes up. Going to get a foul call, and he's going to go to the line. And Rockets are saying, I got pushed and I got shoved, and that's just the way it is against that big fella. Foul called on Cale Weber, Jr. And that's a tough defensive assignment when that guy, you say, you go guard him.
I think the coach from Rock Valley is just saying 5 fouls on us and 1 foul at this point.
Free throw up and good.
On the home team.
By Dylan Stecker. Two free throws tonight, and can't get that one in. And foul called on Bennett Stecker over the back.
Yeah, see, just like that.
It's like our old saying with if a coach gets a technical, he'll get the next 4 or 5 calls, and sometimes even more. We've always noticed that. Dribble drive in as Von Schuppen passes up a shot, and they throw it away. He's got to shoot that, this Caden. Here's Wesley Walls, who's got to pull up and shoot that. And now a run-out opportunity, and missing the layup. As driving in, that ball's going to stay right here. As Leighton Snutger just could not finish that layup. Skied up there nicely.
But you had a major player coming at you trying to get his steps. He timed the quick steps there to get up, and Dylan Snecker just totally turned away that shot.
Contesting him at the rim. And there's a timeout called by Rock Valley, as getting the ball inbounds and knowing who has the ball coming inbounds has been an issue here in the third quarter. We'll be back, 34-29.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
We're back. 34-29. Both teams struggling to get the ball in the basket. Rob, not much you can do as an official, coach, or player when the balls aren't going in.
Yeah, it's just no flow either way. It's just been a scrappy, hard-fought defensive game to this point, and just nowhere to go with it.
Kudos to both coaches for having great game plans. Rock Valley just plugged up the lane. Swing it around, long three is off, no good by Weber. Ball stolen away by Den Hartong. He doesn't square up as Bennett Stecker was there, and the ball's going to go the other way.
Yeah, probably a little forced shot there after the steal. He should have waited for his teammates to come back on the Rockets' end, and would have been a huge possession for Rock Valley to get a score on that one.
6 points in the second quarter for the Indians. 7 is all here in the third. Wes Walls has got to get going. He throws a jump pass right to Den Hartong, who lays it in. Wesley knows a little better, trying to force the issue, pick up the pace, but can't throw jump passes. And this ball should go over to the Rockets here, as deflected twice. And their benches, and they got it. So ball goes back over.
Yeah, you could see that ball deflect the second time, and unfortunately, has just 2 turnovers in a row that really at this point of the game could really hurt this Indian team, as they're only going 1 sub deep on the bench. And Rock Valley going 4 deep.
Hendrickson and Cooper Winkle. Sam out, starter. Cooper Winkle's played some major moments for the Indians. He's out. Long three by Den Hartong. That ball was deflected, and the ball's going to be picked up, and they'll reset it. Jump, cross-face pass, dribble drive in, no good. Rebound ripped down by J.D. Schneider. He meant business on that one. And here comes Wesley Walls, in and out dribble. Dribble drives in, puts an eye off the glass, can't hit. Rebound, Dylan Stecker, and he puts it in. That's a patented play right there by Dylan Stecker. Off the glass, and now he has a chance for the conventional three-point play. Wesley Walls with a great dribble penetration, get things started there.
Yeah, he drove in there hard, and of course 3 Rockets dove on him, leaving the backside open. And stat-wise, anytime you miss long, backside rebound. Had a stat I went over with the North Carolina Duke game. I sat down and I took every wing possession shot. Where does the ball end up? 89% of those shots ended up on the opposite side. I always taught my kids that. I always came up with that stat. I said, I watched a college game, a big college game, and came up with that stat. When missed, 89% of the time was on the other side.
No kidding. 36-32. Spirit leg back in. Conventional three-point play. 5 points now for Dylan Stecker. Conventional three-pointer. Long three, knocked in. 19 now for Caden Von Scheppen. We talk about Wesley Walls getting shots. Von Scheppen needs to get more shots too. He has 19. Walls hand back with Caden Lunt. 14 on the game clock. No shot clock as we'll wind down the quarter. Lunt looks, goes in. Ethan Stecker turns, little fade. Can't hit. Rebound pulled up by J.D. Schneider, and he scores at the buzzer. J.D. Schneider with the offensive rebound, and that might be the spark the Indians need right here. As you see, J.D. gets his first basket of the game. Ball goes in and out. J.D. with a pick. You see the light go out right there. Basket counts, and when we come back, Rock Valley leads by 4, 39-34. Indians will have the basketball.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
J.D. Snyder with a big putback to make the score 39-34. And now the basketball will go over to the Indians. They got a chance for big possession right here. They go right in to Dylan Stecker, who muscles it up and scores.
Game plan there, get it to the bigs, and they'll go back and forth with each other. Little high-low dip down.
Plenty of that. Long three put up in the corner. That's off. Rebound knocked around. Caden Lunt battling over. It's going to be knocked out. And in the far corner, ball go back over to the Rockets. Squaring up there was Schnutger, who only 3 out of 26 from three-point line coming in. Has a big one. Little hand back to Den Hartong. And Colby's been rather quiet offensively. But Caden Von Scheppen has not been, and he needs to get some shots off as he's got it right now. Shot clock down to 7. Ethan Stecker is going to guard him as he looks to probe, steps through. Long three, and that one's off again. Backside rebound, and there's Miles Netton with the over the back foul. You're not going to get that call. You're going to have to throw him, and the ball will go over to the Indians.
I guess I see it different as a rebounder, but, good box out by J.D. Snyder.
Yep. You can't penalize a guy for being taller, and might be the case. Ball goes in. Ethan Snyder goes to his left, Ethan Stecker goes to his left hand and scores. So Coach Brown said at the quarter, we're just going into the big fellas, even if they got 5 guys in the lane. 39-38, dribble drive, putting the ball up. And Caden Von Scheppen will go to the line. He has been outstanding tonight with 19.
And Cade Lunt right there kind of getting some of that back, same thing. He's got good position. He's doing everything proper as a defender, and says, how is that a foul on me?
Well, to the line, 74% free throw shooter, and rattles that one home for a 2-point lead for Rock Valley. Rock Valley girls lived up to their billing, 75-49 over the Spirit Lake girls. They were a treat to watch. And boys looking to sweep Spirit Lake. In and out, back in, rebound ripped off by Ethan Stecker. Those kids know nothing but how to play hard, don't they? Just
every
Wesley Walls. Dribble drives high off the glass, spun it just a little too hard. He'll lay not to spin it. And Caden Lunt with a hustle play. Up ahead for Wesley Walls. Wesley and one. He lays it in. The Spirit Lake crowd wanted a foul. That ties it at 40. Quickly the other way. Brenneman gets stuck in there. Ball slapped back. He's stuck in the corner. Von Scheppen passes up a 3. And they'll restart the offense. Brenneman. Von Scheppen. Goes inside with the trees. Can't hit. Rebound. Spirit Lake has a chance to take the lead.
Brenneman should have taken advantage of that. He had it at the low block and a mismatch. Instead, he kicked it back out.
Walls in and out. Floater. Got it. Back-to-back baskets by Wesley Walls. And now Spirit Lake has taken the lead. Coming from 5 down. Timeout, Rock Valley. And this crowd is on its feet for Spirit Lake as they get excited about their team. 42-40 when we come back. Spirit Lake on a roll.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Tonight's game is brought to you by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Thank you to all of our advertisers. Big week of basketball on Metro Sports TV. Big games going on tonight. Number 1, Sioux Falls Christian. Number 2, Dell Rapids battling out Sioux Falls. Brad Newt and his crew have that one. Friday night, Rob Maynard will have the number 3 ranked Hinton girls, and let's not forget the 9-1 Hinton boys as they're playing well. You'll have that game. I'll be over West Sioux. I'll have West Sioux against South O'Brien. Saturday we'll have Iowa Lakes Community College. A lot of basketball. Go to metrosports.tv for the best.
I think I saw where the Hinton girls won by 40-some tonight. So continuing that hard play they like to do with their extraordinary trapping defense.
Rockets have been outscored 10-1 here in the last 3 minutes. They've got the ball right now. As then Hartog looks. Kobe needs to get a little more offense going. The ball going to the baseline. Pick up your dribble.
Not sure where that pass was going to go. Fortunate for him, he's going to get it back.
And left-handed stuck on the left side of the basket. Rockets need a basket here. They got a push off right there. And that was a ticky-tack call right there, but ball's going to go back over to Spirit Lake as the Rock Valley bench didn't like that one. Sizable crowd made it over from Rock Valley. Of course, they've got that long tradition of good basketball up there, and That girls team, they're worth the visit. And the boys team is battling hard. 3-6 on the season, you wouldn't know it. 42-40. Wesley Wall scores. Wesley has 20 of Spirit Lake's 44. Biggest lead of the night for the Indians, as they've settled down here. Brenneman, the big fella, going to turn into Wesley Walls, who scrapes underneath, makes a steal, picked up by Ethan Stecker. And 11-1, and that ball's stolen away. Den Hartong makes another big play, and he gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Colby Den Hartong averaging 8 points a game, has 6. He's a player you think they need a little more offense out of Colby. Good player. Just need to make the plays, and gets the roll right there.
Shake, rattle, and roll and take it home.
See, he has that shooter's touch. He needs to shoot more. Shooting 8 for 8 this season from the free throw line. I think a player like him would go to the line a lot more often. Free throw good. A beautiful stroke right there, and it's 44-42. Back to a 2-point game. Spirit Lake has trailed the whole night, but they're battling back right now to take the lead. Bennett Stecker has checked back in. Here's Caden Lunt. Spins, uses a nice play by Caden Lunt.
Good looking turnaround jumper there. We haven't seen much of that out of Caden. Might want to really step that part of his game up as well.
Indeed, he has 4 points. Crossface pass was deflected and a foul called. Loose ball foul called on Ben Peckerix, and that's a tough break right there. That certainly was a play on.
Wesley Walls took the angle, and just a loose ball. Foul call, tough call on him, but Wesley Walls hustling all over the court tonight.
He certainly is, playing big is Wesley Walls. As we know he can. Outstanding junior, 20 points for Wes. 46-42, matching the largest lead of the night for Spirit Lake. Caden Lunt, who just made a nice little drive and pull up, and has the ball stolen away as jumping that pass. Where the Rockets, as Netton did a pull-up jumper off and no good. Good defense by Lunt, who is an outstanding defender. He'll have Von Scheppen the rest of the game. And Scheppen has 20 points, almost half of the Rockets total. Wesley Walls with 20 points. Both have been terrific. Long three, off no good. Good block out by Ben Keckricks, and that foul called. Nice weak side block out by Lane Ben Keckricks. Both teams now with 3 fouls in the quarter. They'll both start shooting free throws. Rock Valley wants a timeout with 2:55 to go, down 4 when we come back on Metro Sports TV.
You know that feeling? The feeling that things couldn't get any better? It's you at your best. Being your best means owning your health. It means not only meeting your goals, but crushing them, then setting new ones. Partner with an Avera primary care provider. We are right here to help you create health goals so you can feel your best and move forward to your healthiest self. Choose Avera to own your health. Avera, moving health forward.
Score. Premier Communication is looking ahead, and they're keeping you connected, delivering state-of-the-art internet, phone, cable TV, and IT services to Northwest Iowa. If you want to get started, they can help you at Premier Communication. So proud of our partnership with Premier Communication. That is 46-42 on our Premier Communication scoreboard, as big possession right here, under 3 minutes to go. Each possession gets big, and the Rockets have one right here. They've led throughout. Get a high screen, dribble drive. They got a three-pointer set up, and coming off the timeout, they set up a shot for Caden Van Scheppen, and Caden couldn't put that in, but well-designed play.
Yeah, and to pull the trigger is just what you want to do. He knew what he wanted. He's been making them there all game, so good look, just couldn't get her to go.
That's as open as he's been, couldn't get that one to fall. So the Indians will come down, figuring out their offense. Keep things rolling. Wesley Walls pulls up, looks for his 5th three-pointer of the night. Can't hit it. Rebound picked up by Ethan Stecker, and he's going to go to the line. Good patience that time. Ethan inside the paint. He has 13 points, and he also now has 10 rebounds, so double-double for the big fella going to Iowa State to play football.
Yeah, that was good. Great patience there as he waited. He kept the ball. He brought it down low. They started to try and tie him up, and then he brought it up. Then the pound dribble before the pump fake, and then elevation.
And he rolls in that free throw. 47-42. 14 for the big senior. Can't get the roll, but Caden Lunt uses that great jumping ability. Times it beautifully. They get the possession. Coach Brown wants a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with him. It's a full timeout. 47-42 is your score.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
47-42 is the score. Spirit Lake up by 5, their largest lead of the night. Both teams, after a 16-15 first quarter, both teams have struggled to put the ball in the basket, but 20 points for Wesley Walls, 14 for Ethan Stecker. And they're right back in the game with this lead. Wesley Walls will start it out. Wesley has been outstanding. Goes to Caden Lunt, but ball stolen away, and dribble drive up, and can't make the layup. Big miss right there after a great steal. And that's a big miss by Miles Netton.
Netton jumped that pass so well, he just all the way down and then just couldn't finish.
Thought he was going to go down there and jam it, and didn't. So under 2 minutes to go, there's a foul. It's only, now it's 5th foul. And you don't want to send Wesley Walls to the line. You're not going to.
A little poke to the face there might affect the free throw shooting. Wesley Walls is inadvertent.
75% free throw shooter. Will go to the line on a 5-point lead. Big steal and miss that time by Rock Valley. They have a chance to be right there. Wesley in and out, no good.
Unfortunately there, they could have called a violation. Players went down below the extended line there.
Coach Brown had them gathered out there, and second one up and good. 21 points for Wesley Walls, 6-point lead for the Indians with 1:33 to go. And careless play right there. Caden Lunt puts it off the glass and in. Caden Lunt with a big hit play of the game. 8-point lead. What a play by the senior.
A little lackadaisical play by the Rockets, and Caden Lunt is the one of the first. Johnny on the spot. He'll go after any of those loose balls.
And Hartung skips it over. And Keckerick puts it up. Off, no good. Rebound picked up by Ethan Stecker. And Ethan's had a big night with his 11th rebound to go with his 14 points, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Van Keckerick, if he makes that three, it's a great shot. If not, coach is not happy with you, and that's exactly what it was there. And then he gets the blunter running in to Ethan Stecker. Stecker standing there solid as a post.
Well, normally with an 8-point lead and a minute to go, you think, well, you never know. But in this game, when the ball's not going in the basket, free throw up, and it's good. 9-point lead. So the Indians saved their best for last, the final 4 minutes. Outscoring the Rockets 16-5. That one's off, no good. Dylan Stecker keeps it alive. Under a minute to go when the Rockets come up. They need a big play, and they need it in a hurry. Then Hartong lays it up, puts it up again, can't hit 2 shots. Rebound picked up by Dylan Stecker. Then Hartong gets called for the foul, and that, for all practical purposes, may have wrapped it up for Coach Paul Brown. A hard-fought win tonight as he really had to battle. And Coach Brown's going to have a long drink of water and say, all right, well, let's regroup, and we're going to work against when teams put 5 people in the paint, we're going to figure something out. It's called make some 3-pointers, right?
Yeah, it kind of spreads things out when you get a few to drop. But to tell you what, their transition game is a lot better here in the second half as they're able to get the ball in, make some hustle plays, kind of get back in, get over the hump, and then now extend the lead.
They will do that. And that one creeps in. It's a 10-point lead. So a game of streaks here at the end, and a big streak for the Indians. Dribble drive in and scoring. Timeout quickly called by Rock Valley. And they'll have 1 timeout left. 52-54 is the score. Big games Friday. Rob, you'll be over at Hinton for a big doubleheader. It's Hinton.
Yeah. Hinton boys lost tonight to Galen Catholic.
Oh, did they? So they go to 10-2 on the season, I believe. But that'll be a good happening over there. They're really supporting that girls team. Big crowds over there at Hinton in the Hinton Coliseum, as you call it. So you should have a lot of fun over there Friday night. And, of course, Washington and Jefferson for people that enjoy our Sioux Falls basketball. And then next week we start all over. I'll be busy again next week, and a lot of run. We'll be back here, I believe, Spirit Lake versus Central Lyon, I believe, on Monday night. That's in a couple of weeks.
That'll be a good one, too. Central Lyon's got a good group again. Of course, state basketball teams. Really good basketball at Central Lyon, so look forward to that one.
Yeah, a few athletes.
A few.
Out of there. 52-44 is your score right here. 42 seconds to go. Spirit Lake with the basketball. We've seen stranger things happen. You know, I don't want to remind you of a 5-point lead with 1:20 to go with the ball and 3 timeouts, but you've heard that story too many times. Here's Caden Luntz at a big game up ahead. This is usually Stecker time, and stopping a big dunk is right there. And going to the line will be Ethan Stecker, who has been outstanding tonight, both on the boards, defensively, and 15 points for the big fella. And he knocks that one in.
Heck, you speak of names in these area schools up here watching the football game last night. There was a couple Northwest Iowa.
Yep, Van Ginkel out of Rock Valley. He was quite a player.
Yeah, so you had yourself some NFL players starting on those teams that were played last night between the Vikes and Rams.
Long 3, that one's off, and well, taken away and put it off. He fouled it up, and the ball simply will not go in the hole for the Rock Valley Rockets here in the third quarter. The fourth quarter. They led 39-34.
That may be the first time I've ever seen a ball ripped away from Ethan Stecker.
Ethan said there was a reason for that, but the official thought no. So 19-5 quarter for Spirit Lake, and they could J.D. Snyder going to set it up, and that's going to end your basketball game. Coach Paul Brown wins his 10th season of the game, of the season, 53-44. They had to battle hard for this one and held on and got the nice win here by outscoring Rock Valley 19-4 in the fourth quarter to win. So that's going to end our doubleheader tonight. Our player of the game, I believe Ethan Stecker, 16 points, 12 rebounds, was outstanding tonight. Wesley Walls, 21 points. Caden Lunt had 8 points, made some big plays as well. But I think Ethan certainly deserves this.
Absolutely. A great game all the way around for Ethan Stecker, all over the place on rebounding, changing shots on defense, just finishing at the rim, scoring well. Nice job by Ethan tonight.
Well, great job by you. Great job by Casey Maynard on camera one tonight. And Rob, of course, for the color in our production, do such a great job each game in and out. Thank you for joining us on Metro Sports TV. Thank you to all of our tremendous advertisers who make this game possible. This week, Friday, join us. Go to Metro Sports TV for all of our schedules and our website on metrosports.tv for weekly features, including game highlights and players of the game. And remember, you can rewatch this game and any game on Metro Sports on demand. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Your final score, Spirit Lake Indians go to 10-2, 53-44 over Rock Valley. Take care, everybody. We'll see you Friday night.